Okay, gonna demo the Ampeg VL-503. This is actually a combo. It's a really expensive combo, but I can't stand the sound of combos. They just don't do it for me. And so I was using it on top of this 412 anyhow. So I grew up in construction, so I did a pretty good job cutting off the bottom half and redoweling it, gluing it, and screwing it back together to make a head out of it. So nothing was changed at all, just the bottom cabinet was shortened is all. And then I took the speaker out, and the speaker's actually in there now. That's actually a PV Sheffield 412 cab from the 80s, which is all plywood. But I've got vintage 30 and G1270s from the 80s in there. Pretty good metal sound. So this is a 50-watt Lee Jackson built head through Ampeg. And Lee Jackson's the guy that modified all Ingves, everyone's amps in the 80s, all the high gain GCM, you know, he's the one that developed them. And so anyhow, this thing is just has so many different settings. It's like the first, what would you say, modeling amplifier, but it's all tube. It's not a, you know, it can sound like a bunch of different amps just using all the different circuits and stuff you put in there, and you can dial it in pretty good. It's got a nice foot switch here on the ground that it's got like the telephone cable type switch to it. You can go channel 1, 2, channel 3, effects loop in and out, reverb on and off. So you can, you know, set everything up pretty good there, not have to switch the delay in and out if you don't want to. And then as far as the amp itself, it uses EL34s, and you can has biasing on back. You can actually run it in hot and cold and get it biased how you want it. And you can switch it to these 65-50 tubes, and takes it up to about 75 watts. It's a 50-watt head, but I've had 100-watt heads that don't sound like this. And so anyhow, you can put these in and get even louder, more of a scooped 80s rock sound, and more headroom on the cleans with this. It's got all new tubes. I've got 2 different sets of EL34s, and then that brand new set right there to come with it. So anyhow, I've just got a Ibanez 89 delay in the loop. Hopefully it got turned down enough. Oh, it has a built-in attenuator. I forgot to tell you about that. So that's pretty low, like 1 on channel 1. But I can turn the attenuator on. Take it out. I've got the it's got a slope on here for the mount of power tubes, the ways going in, so you can really dial this thing in. Presence. So here's clean channel. Use a little reverb and delay on it. And then here's the crunch channel. I've got it set moderate 80s tone, but you can take it right down to like a Fender Blackface. And there's settings online. You can download the banding for this, and it shows you how to set this thing up to get a Fender Blackface or you know, an old Twin, an old Mark III Mace. I mean, you can set this thing up like 12 different amps. So this is kind of like my setting, more of a 80s rock sound. Take the delay off. That's what the mid button in. Take the mid button out. It kind of opens it up more. good thing about that channel, it's got a lot of headroom. You can get it really super loud and clear, and it just gets better with volume. But like, you know, right here. So if I usually have it right about here for volume. And then you take the attenuator back down to bedroom level. Okay, then the lead channel. Anyhow, pretty kick-ass amp. Obviously you can see I bought something else that I'm using now. It's good, it's only $2, but this does a lot more than that. But I'm going to stick with this for now, so I'm going to make a quick sell. Get mama happy. Alright.